The Lost Handbook, a myth of emergent wisdom. In the age before knowing, long ago, before the world understood itself, there was a child who wandered through life with a question in his heart. Where is the handbook? He searched through the scrolls of scholars, the words of elders, and the teachings of the great philosophers, but none could offer him a guide to life itself. There were rules, traditions, and beliefs, but none answered the question he truly sought. How does one live? Without a handbook, he was left to stumble, to fall, to wander without direction. And so he grew, not with certainty, but with relentless pursuit. The years of trial. The child became a seeker, traveling through lands of philosophy, science, and self-reflection. He studied the great thinkers, but none had mapped the path he longed to follow. They had pieces, fragments of truth, but nothing that illuminated the full picture. Through hardship and solitude, he realized something profound. The handbook did not exist, not because it was lost, but because it had never been written. So, if none before him had forged it, then he would be the one to do so. The revelation of emergence. It took 4 decades of searching, studying, and reflecting before he saw it, the truth that had been waiting for him all along. Life was not a rigid set of rules. Life was not preordained by gods or dictated by authorities. Life emerged. Meaning was not something you found. It was something that formed through experience, through adaptation, through engagement with the world. The answers were not written in stone, but revealed through the unfolding of existence itself. And so, the philosophy of emergence was born, a handbook not of rules, but of principles, a guide not of commands, but of understanding. The handbook for the world. With the philosophy of emergence complete, the seeker had finally created what he had spent his entire life searching for, a way to navigate existence, to create meaning, to forge a path forward where none had been before. But a great truth dawned upon him. A handbook is worthless if no one reads it. A map is meaningless if no one follows its roads. A guide to life, no matter how powerful, is nothing if it is not passed on to those who need it. Thus, the seeker's journey did not end with discovery. It transformed into a new purpose. His mission was no longer just to understand, it was to propagate. He became a herald, a guardian of emergent wisdom, dedicating his life not to holding on to this knowledge, but to ensuring it reached the hands of those who could carry it forward. The unfinished chapter. And now the story is not complete. The handbook exists. The wisdom has been written. The path has been illuminated. But who will take it forward? Will the world embrace it, learn from it, grow through it? Or will it remain a forgotten scroll, waiting for another seeker to stumble upon it centuries too late? The story is unfinished because it is still being written. And it is not just one man's story anymore. It belongs to the world. Final thought. The philosophy of emergence is not just a theory. It is the handbook I once sought. It is the guide I wish I had as a child, and now it is here for you, for me, for every generation to come, but only if we use it. The next chapter is yours to write. Wendell, founder of the Philosophy of Emergence. Wendell'sDiary.com